Hey everyone, quick little PSA before we get on to the actual video. But my mom and I, we're gonna be filming some more videos. At least for the next 2 months, I'm gonna release a video every Saturday morning at 6 a.m. So you'll at least get one video per week. But some of those are going to be like talking about our gear or just like straight up Q&A. So pause the video here and go and write any question you can think of in the comments below. It can be about gear, our experience, the trail, permits, like whatever questions you have. Granted, we reserve the right to not answer them. But if you have any questions, let us know. And yeah, we will try and answer them. Well, if it's a good question and we feel comfortable answering it, we will. Hello. For my apartment, I have to be very careful about where I film because I have a lot of windows in my apartment. Today is Green Bean's birthday, so I made sure to FaceTime her. We chit-chatted. I did Pips this morning, the New York Times game, which we have been competing at for a while. And I did it so early in the morning, I forgot it was her birthday and I didn't let her win. To be fair, I didn't think she really actually would have wanted me to let her win. But the first thing she said when I FaceTimed her was, I kind of had this fantasy you would let me win for my birthday. I was like, oopsie, sorry about that. But it is cloudy but really sunny. It is the 250th anniversary of the Navy, and it's like Philly week. So fighter jets keep flying above my apartment and I live really high up. And it's kind of cool, I'm not gonna lie. But just wanted to check in. It is almost been a week since I summited Katahdin. Don't really miss it yet so far. Kind of having a good time. Been eating a lot of good food. I'm just laying on my couch, reading a book. I'm about to eat a snack soon because I only had a really small breakfast. I just had a babysitting job interview. That went really well. I'm gonna meet the kids tomorrow. MCAT studying starts on Monday, or it's supposed to, but I don't have a desk chair yet. So maybe that's an excuse to push it back. But yeah, that's my life update so far. Hope y'all are doing well. Welcome to Philadelphia, folks. I am walking across a bridge. I would say I've been in Philly for 4 days, off trail for a week today. I'm doing great. I had 2 in-person babysitting interviews, got both the jobs. So yeah, my groceries fridge is stocked. I've done some meal prepping. It's kind of a drizzly day. There's a nor'easter coming through, but yeah, I'm doing great. All right, last time you saw me was 4 days ago. I was having a great day. Things took a turn. I had a migraine for 3.5 days straight. I think it was literally the day after I filmed that video. I started studying for the MCAT. I had my first day of studying. I went to the library. It went super well. The library is enormous and very pretty. And so I studied at the library, kind of had a headache all day, but I was like, whatever. Got home. By the time I got home, full-blown migraine. And so I took some Tylenol and Advil, maxed that out. That didn't work. Well, it helped with the pain, but then it just turned into a vestibular migraine. So I was incredibly nauseous and like motion sick and dizzy, which I would argue is worse than your head throbbing. I'm making pizza right now. And yeah, it didn't go away for about 3 days. Finally woke up feeling okay today. So I got some more studying done. But yeah, I mean, I was like trying to do everything I could think of. I drank an Element. I've dealt with migraines for a long time. Actually not for a long time. Maybe since college? No, high school. I got a concussion in high school and I've gotten migraines ever since. So, well, it was a concussion that my coach didn't do a concussion test on me. So I continued to go to school for like a week because we didn't know I had a concussion. I was just like, ooh, I had a headache and like couldn't focus. Because I smashed my nose into another girl during the first basketball practice of the season. My nose bled for like 4 hours. Yeah, I was out the entire season, which was so fun. But yeah, I ended up going to the doctor like a week later, had a concussion and had to stay home for like, I think it was like at least a week and a half or 2 weeks. And then even when I came back in person, I still had to like leave class. I had to do half days and I had to take breaks and go sit in the nurse's office. Anyway, I don't know how I got on that tangent, but yeah. Transition's been rough. I've officially run out of electrolytes, but they're so expensive. So I've just been putting salt in my water. But hopefully things go well tomorrow. I can kind of feel a headache coming on right now, but it's not too bad. So I don't really know what's with all the headaches. Usually I can sleep them off, but it's not working this time. Good afternoon. Yeah, it's 12:48. 'Tis the next day. I fear I was being a little dramatic. I didn't really get a headache yesterday. I mean, not dramatic. The 4-day migraine was like actually horrific. But other than the whole migraine potential electrolyte, can't do squats because my knees pop and my shins hurt, like mentally, I'm doing very well. Today is the day that the summit video came out, which I've been having a lot of fun reading the comments. It's really fun to see people like as excited as I was about summiting. I've also gotten to educate some people on EBT, also known as SNAP. So that's good, getting a little education out there. But yeah, I've been studying all morning. I was supposed to do like 4 different physics. I'm doing content review right now, so I'm watching a bunch of Khan Academy videos because that for me, I learn a lot better watching videos than like reading books, I've learned. And so I was supposed to do 4 physics sections and I got through 3 of them and was like, I can't do physics anymore. So I switched to organic chemistry. I don't like physics, guys. I loved it in high school, then lost my love of physics in college. So there's lots of studying today, despite the fact that today is a Saturday, because I study 6 days a week. But I have flashcards due this afternoon, because I watch the videos and then I release the corresponding flashcards that I do every single day. I use Anki. I feel like no one cares about this. But it's basically like a system that, depending on how easily you learned the card, it will show it to you again in a corresponding amount of time. So like if the card is really easy, I'll see it in 2 days. If I'm having a really hard time with it, I'll see it again in a minute. And then like the more you see it, the longer the distance gets between the time you see it, as long as you remember it. So I have that to do, but I think I'm gonna go to one of the libraries downtown because there's a book that I've had reserved for, I want to say a week and a half. It has been available at this location for a week and a half. I just reserved it and wanted to pick it up at a separate location. And I'm starting to learn that the Philadelphia library system does not really do holds well. In that they have not moved that book to a separate location. So I'm just gonna go get it at the other one. Because it's not that far. So that's the plan for the day. Oh, also very exciting is this coming week. Well, I'm gonna start it tomorrow, Sunday, because I feel like my week kind of starts on Sunday. But I'm gonna film a week in the life video. So after you guys see this video, that will be the next one that you will see. So you will get to see what my life is like, working, how much do I work? 20 hours? Something like that? 20 hours a week, and studying more than 20 hours a week. I don't know how much. Depends on the day. Depends what I have to get done. But that's what y'all have to look forward to. On today's edition of How's the Transition Going Well? Or how's the transition going? I had the realization today as I looked out my window that Pennsylvania is so flat. Actually, technically the direction I'm looking is probably New Jersey, but it's so flat. Guys, there are no woods, no mountains. I miss the woods and the mountains. And also people are starting to post about the New York City Marathon on TikTok, and I have FOMO. I know I did it last year, but I think that's why I have FOMO, because like it was so fun and such a cool experience, and my shins are so messed up. I can't run, I can't jump, like, and it most of the time hurts to walk. So I think that's making the transition harder. Cause like, I think mentally I'm fine. Like, I'm studying for the MCAT, my job starts on Monday. Like, I have these goals that are great, but not being able to be physically active after being so physically active for so long is really hard. And I'm doing like at-home workouts, but there's no squatting involved because my knees also won't allow for that right now. So I'm a little limited in what I can do. And the gym in my building doesn't have a bike, so there's no biking. So we're working with what we have. It is what it is. But I'm hoping if I actually trust the process and let my legs rest, I'll be able to start running again. Because that is the ultimate goal. But, in other videos, I mean, I'll continue to update you guys on how the transition's going. But it's been about 2 weeks so far. And that's sort of been the story of my life, of the ups and downs. I'm sure the ups and downs will continue. But yeah, I really want to go on a hike. I don't really have any way of getting to a hike. At least now, because I have to do all this studying. So, a little unfortunate, but there is I think there's a, like, bike path or something in Pennsylvania, in Philadelphia. I might try and go on a little bit of a walk on that. It won't be the same, but we'll see. That's making things a little bit harder, is that I literally like can't get to a trail. But yeah, next video will be exactly a week from when you see this one. See you then.